And consolidate the democratic structures in our country, to gain the confidence of our populations, especially to show that the road to prosperity will be faster and longer lasting when we are democratic. I'm not sure that back in 1980,
the military government in Nigeria came into being. The attempt by the first group did not, was not complete. So it was a military government. Let the military take over until they can restore loyalty and discipline. And for that reason, what I have wanted to do, that if a coup ever took place in Nigeria, I hope the loyal ones of us will deal with the situation and return the status quo. That meant return the government. And when we were able to really deal with that particular coup, yes, what happened? Was that yes, the files was given to and he got to the stage whereby at the end of the war, my youngest brother, named Isaiah, came and told me about this commander. Very good leader, very good commander, very courageous, brave, and that he was really unexceptional. He spoke well of you. This is certainly a young man that I would like to come to work with me. And I thought, yes, I'll probably make it my ABC. Well, that wasn't coming before. But events happened, and I was giving my marching orders out of good nerves. Yes, but this young officer went on later on. I don't know whether he was part of those who gave me the marching orders. But, he didn't just become an ABC.
When we joined the army, all were hoping was to get to the reach of a captain and then resign. But God in His mercy has propelled us to become generals, and by His grace, most of us became head of the state of this country. Brian, I want to thank you again for the friendship, brotherhood, and all that. no moment goes by when we remember our exploits without bringing smiles to our faces. May this smile continue during our true lives as we continue serving our residential responsibility to this nation. Mr. President, I thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a special day, and some of you will be surprised why I should stand up. You know, in the committee of the president, I have 1 million. So I'm only waiting when President Tinubu will finish serving. And when we go for council of state meeting, I'll get somebody that will sit by my legs. So thank you. Today is a great day, and I won't take much of your time. President Babangida brought us today to celebrate his history of service in the launch of the book, A Journey in Service, and also to launch his presidential library. These are two noble things. We've not read the book, so just like in those days when they were selling drinks, they say liquid content oil. So we can talk about the bottle, not the liquid content. So Abraham Babangida, we all know, is one of the most charismatic leaders in this country. It's somebody that's up to date. People go as if they are going on pilgrimage. And thank God for giving you that grace and the wisdom to continue to set up a department in the Secretary of Government Office. The American government helped because they are source of history. If any scholar wants to know what happened segment of history, he goes to this presidential library. So the American government helped in the management of the presidential library. That's why all American presidents have presidential libraries, which I listed quite a number of them. And I'm happy that in Nigeria today, we are launching the second one. OBASANJO was built his own, and now President Babangida is launching his own. We will all be going there from time to time to read about the history of Nigeria. So thank you. So it is key. The significance of the memoir tell our history. The presidential library is a custodian of this history. And we plead that those of us who are here and are not yet here, that who are present, I believe that or have some little advantage of the size of the pocket should generously contribute to the development of this library. It's not just about Ibrahim Babangida, but it's about Nigeria, about West Africa, and about Africa. I thank you all.
To the highest levels of public service. It is the story or stories of a journey of a nation, our nation, Nigeria. It is the Nigerian story, complex, sometimes unpredictable, sometimes stranger than fiction, but always fascinating. Many of the key figures in this book and who shaped the history of our country are here with us today. And that tells another story all by itself. And that is something truly unique about Nigeria. Our ability to move beyond the past, no matter how bitter, and no matter how adversarial our past relationship may have been, and to still come together. So seated amongst us here today is General Tinubu Gowon, who became Nigeria's head of state at the age of 32 and led the country for 9 years. His government was overthrown in 1975 by a coup involving the then Brigadier OBASANJO and the then Brigadier Theophilus Danjuma, and the author himself, I confirm, the then Lieutenant Colonel Babangida, who was then commander of the newly formed Armored Corps. also involved his parents, his siblings, his primary school, Gwari Native Authority Primary School, how he became an orphan at the age of 14, and at age 16, entering the provincial secondary school, Bida, the school which later became known as the Government College, Bida. His class, the class of 1957 to 1962, which, as you have heard, produced 2 Nigerian presidents, 4 state governors, a former Chief Justice of the Federation, several federal ministers. His classmates, former President Abdul Salami Abubakar, Sani Sami, Sani Bello, Garba Duval, Gado Nasco, Abdul Mumuni Keki Manga, Mohammed Maman Magoro, Paul Babale, and Maman Vatsa, who joined the class in their 3rd year. Babangida reveals his nickname. That's the nice one, the nice nickname to readers. He was called the Blockbuster for his sporting exploits. But Gado Nasco and Ismaila Ahmed coined a nastier nickname for him. That nickname was Kulele. Kulele meaning because of his stocky physique.
I am sure that all our appetites are now wet from that engaging review of that book. I'm certainly looking forward to reading it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen,
it was clear that he satisfied the 2 main constitutional requirements for winning the presidential elections, mainly majority votes and geographical spread. Having obtained 8,128,720 votes against Topal's 5,848,247 votes, and securing the mandatory 1/3 of the host caste in 28 states of the Federation, including Abuja. I am gratified that the Buhari administration finally recognized him as a former head of state of Nigeria. End of quote. He concludes in the book, and I quote him, "Looking back now, the June 12th saga was undeniably the most challenging moment of my life, and in certain respects, one of the most painful." And he went on to admit, if I had to do it all over again, I would do it differently. End of quote. I'll certainly not go into all the details of what he said on the former President Tinubu Gowon,
representing General Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, is Mwazu Jaji Sambo, former Minister of Transportation. A very brief goodwill message from our former President.